Tony, another game at home this week, Macarthur, another sort of top of the table team. It seems like we're only playing teams who are near the top of the table. How's it looking for the boys this week?
Firstly, we're happy to be home. We've travelled a lot in the last 4 to 5 weeks. So we're pleased to be back here at Amy Park in front of our fans. And as you said, we know it will be a tough game, but we go into the game confident, and we want to turn these draws that we've been having and being in front till late in the game and turn it into a win.
Obviously, we talk week to week about motivations, about these draws, but I think now it's sort of like back at home and really have authority to put a stamp on the game and really put that behind you. But unbeaten still, so that's one of the main positives out of that. How is the motivation going, not only for the win, but also to keep going as an unbeaten team in the league?
Very high. From what we see at training, the intensity has been great this week. It's hard to fault the players. We've been leading in this last run of draws up until the last few minutes away from home in most of those games, and it shows that we're doing a lot of things well. There are always things to do better, and we feel we're growing as a team, and we have a chance against Macarthur if we can play a little better, maybe improve our game a little more. Maybe we can put the team away. But if we don't, we've got to believe, which we do, that we're good enough, to see the game out at the end. And I don't mean see the game out by just sitting back and hoping to get the result. To play our game better in that last 10-15 minutes. And if we do that, then I'm sure we can close our games better.
Well, you're obviously going to get a few additions to the squad this week. The main one is obviously Bruno back from the Socceroos. If you sort of had that in front of you, that Bruno was away for this period, you're still unbeaten, you'd obviously take it. But Bruno back this week, and I'm sure you're looking forward to having him at spearheading your attack.
Yeah, delighted to see him. We expected him to be away another week, in all honesty, and probably should have been away another week when you watch that game against Korea. But look, we're delighted to have him back. We've already seen what he brings to training since he's back. His passion, his energy. He loves his club and he's excited to be amongst the players. And we know what he'll bring us on the field, but also, his leadership throughout the week. And as a player, I think it gives a lot of the players around him confidence.
Almost with him returning, it almost feels like a turning of a page and really pushing towards that back end of the season. Do you reckon that'll give, like you said, the other players around him the motivation to bomb on with this good start and really establish yourself at the top of the table?
Yeah, I don't think motivation is a problem for this group. I see it daily. The group's undefeated. They're playing very good football. A few details have stopped us from being higher up the table with the points, but we know we're on the right track, and it's an important part of the season coming up now, the back end, and we have a lot of games here in Melbourne, and I'm sure that can help us continue climbing up the table, and we want to continue this great undefeated run, and it'd be a nice way to do that here at home after spending a lot of time away recently.
Macarthur last time, it was a 1-1 draw, a game where I suppose that they had one chance, and again, Philip Curto or the goalkeepers are always stepping in the way. What have you made of them? They've sort of maintained that push towards the top spots as well. They've been a positive side both in defence and attack. What have you made of them so far?
Yeah, tough team to beat. They're proving that. Very dangerous in transition with their wingers, and with Jermaine and Davia there, they have the experience and quality centrally. And they keep getting the results. I think they're also on an unbeaten run of maybe 6 games now, I believe. So they're finding consistency with their performances and obviously the results. They'll come here, I'm sure, with confidence to get a result. We have to be aware of the danger they possess, but I'm more looking forward to seeing us improve our performance and show a better game here at home in terms of our ball speed, our connection, our fans helping us get over the line, and improvements in certain areas will help us get the 3 points.
Another addition to the team, I suppose overall, might not necessarily be this week due to ITC, but Roly Bonevacia as well. Just a couple of words on him and I suppose what you saw he can bring to the side heading into the back end of the season.
Yeah, as a player I know, we all know him well from the quality he showed years ago here in the A-League, and I had a brief spell with him at the Wanderers. I signed him for the qualities he has. He's obviously a more experienced player now, but technically very good passer. He really suits the football we want to play, and he's actually, I've been pleasantly surprised by the condition he's come in. He looks very fit, so he's in good shape physically, so I don't think he'll take as long as I anticipated before he arrived in getting up to speed and contributing to our team.
And also as well this week, the departure of Franco Lino. Obviously didn't have as much time as he would have liked with him in the first team, but it's a really exciting opportunity for him, and a guy who's been at Melbourne Victory from 12 years old, working his way through the academy to the first team and now to Europe. It's a great opportunity.
Yeah, and a wonderful story. For our academy and everyone involved that has seen this young man. He's a young man now, from 12 years old, come through the ranks. He's a kid that, he's travelling up to 2 hours each way to training with public transport, and he's been doing that as a kid. Last year we brought him in to train with the group for 6 months, so we saw the potential a year ago. We gave him his first professional contract in the off-season. He did his first pre-season as a professional, and he made 7 appearances. So, his development was on track, and we were seeing signs of his improvement and growth, and that would have continued with us. But he's got this wonderful opportunity to go overseas and to Viking, where there are some Australians there, which I'm sure will help him settle in, and he can continue that development path. I believe everyone at the club should be extremely proud, from the academy and everyone in the first team that brought him in pre-season, and we played a 17/18-year-old recently. In a team that's undefeated and doing well, and the boys shown a lot of potential, a lot of growth, and we're all very excited and very proud of him.
And as one door closes on Franco, another opens for another player in the academy. Kasey Bos obviously elevated into the squad. What can we expect from him? What have you seen from him so far? Obviously part of the squad in the FFA Cup. Exciting type of player that can play defence and attack as well.
Yeah, similar to his brother actually. He, left-sided. Started off as a winger, can play fullback, may end up there in the future. But it's very similar to Franco, where he has spent now several months training with the first team. Someone that we have seen develop and is improving constantly, and he'll come into the first team fold now, and we believe in the next 6 to 12 months he'll get opportunities to really show what he can do on the field.